morning and welcome to this week's serving of Mickey Waffles, a Disney podcast where we cover everything from parks, movies and merchandise. My name is Sinead.
My name's Kate. Hi guys, how's it going?
I'm good, Kate. How are you?
I'm good. You know what today is, Sinead?
Today's Tuesday.
You know what that means? It's Special Guest Tuesday!
And this week we have Amy Hay.
Yay!
You're back.
I'm back!
Back again.
I didn't think it would happen this soon. I'm very happy.
It's been a while since you've been on.
It's been months.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that cast member episode, wasn't it?
Was that not like in January?
I don't know. The days just kind of blur into one, don't they?
I feel like that was like January and now it's in the end of April.
That's very true. Time doesn't exist anymore. I feel like time stopped in like the end of February, beginning of March.
Yeah.
And I just haven't registered.
I agree.
Yeah.
Have you seen all those like memes and TikToks where it's like January, February, March.
Yes, I have. And I wholeheartedly agree.
It's like March never really ended and it never will.
I feel like equal parts that April is dragging and also has flown by. Like I felt like it was the start of April like a half a second ago.
Yeah.
I think it's mad that it's the 21st. So I have my little countdown counter. So it's 15 days until the 5th of May.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
About a minute sooner.
No, so I know we're going to know what happens before the 5th of May. But I'm like,
Yeah.
That's the day. There we are. So yeah, how you guys been getting on?
Grant. I'm still working away. So I mean it is what it is. Most of my week is spent doing my regular job just at home. But yeah, I mean, I'm fine. It's been a better week. Last week was a much better week than the week before. So
Excellent.
I'll take that as a good positive.
That's good. I spend my days arguing with my mom about what day it is.
Oh, what day did you think it was today?
Well, actually, funnily enough, my mom was convinced it was Monday and I was convinced it was Wednesday, and we were both wrong.
Oh, you were both wrong.
Yeah, we were both wrong.
Wow, that's really
impressive.
That really swirls the pot, doesn't it?
Yeah, we were both wrong. We were both so adamant, and then when we called my dad and we were like, "What day is it?" It was like Tuesday. Like,
I'm sorry, you took your phone out, didn't look at the day on your phone and rang your dad.
I didn't ring my dad. I just had to shout into the room next door. We didn't go anywhere.
Oh, you said ring. You said
I
called.
call.
I assumed that
I called my dad. Yeah, called my dad. No, in order to ring somebody, I would have to leave my house and be a distance away from them. And it's just not happening.
How are you doing, Kate?
Yeah, I'm okay. I watched all 3 Toy Stories today.
Beautiful.
I got up. I didn't go to sleep until pretty late last night, but I still got up pretty early. But then like
phone call.
Yeah, but that phone call wasn't until, so we had a phone call from our employer, but that wasn't until 11:30.
I still had to set an alarm to get up for it.
Yeah, but I was afraid. See, usually I'm up before 11 anyway, but I was afraid that this one day that there was a call that we didn't know what they were going to talk about. I was like, man, I'm definitely not going to wake before 11. So I set an alarm for 11:45, but I ended up naturally waking up around 9, but I was exhausted. So I basically just kept falling back asleep in like 10-minute intervals until my alarm went off. And then just watched TikTok until 11:30.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't remember where I was starting with that story. Oh, I woke up, I did that, and then I ate breakfast and started watching the first Toy Story. Now, mind you, breakfast was at 1 o'clock.
Time doesn't exist.
And then I watched Toy Story, went and made tea, watched Toy Story, then the end of Toy Story, the first Toy Story, and then I made lunch, came back, watched Toy Story 2, and then the end of Toy Story 2, I went and I got myself a snack, then watched Toy Story 3, and then by the time Toy Story 3 was over, it was dinner time.
So are you watching Toy Story 4 tonight?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
Because I was telling Sinead before we started recording, I think I've seen Toy Story 4 enough. Like, the week it came out, I watched it twice in the cinema, and I think I've watched it 2 or 3 times since it's been available on, like, Sky Movies, that kind of stuff, and it's just not the same. And every time I watch it, I feel like it's sort of, like, shoehorned into, like, the Toy Story collection, especially today when I watched 1, 2, and 3 back to back. it's like it's such a neat little story, and they all like seamlessly go into each other story wise. And then you've got episode 4, and it just kind of like.
Fair. I saw Toy Story
I
4
getcha.
once in the cinema when it came out last year, and then I hadn't watched it since. Hadn't watched it when we came home or whatever. And I got up yesterday or the day before. Time doesn't exist. Someday, and my dad was watching it downstairs. And I went out. He was literally 10 minutes in. He was like, "I haven't seen this yet," and I watched it with him, and I was sobbing.
At
Sobbing
what?
in bed. And he was like, "'Cause it's so sad," and I was sobbing, and my dad was like, "You're a mess," and I was like, "I know."
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So yeah, that's pretty much about my day. And then I played some Animal Crossing, didn't realize the time, and then here we are.
Boom.
How have you been,
Big
Sinead?
balls of cock. Yeah, I've been fine. Again, working away. Can't complain. My folks watched Moana the other day. They actually opened a bottle of champagne and watched Moana the other day, which was the big movie, or whatever RT like to call it now. But it'll always be the big movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had a great time. They loved it. What?
Don't you have Moana on DVD
Or
Yes.
Disney Plus?
or Disney
Yes.
Plus? And they chose
Yes.
to watch it through RT with all
With
12
adverts.
advertisements.
I'll put it to you this way. The Moana DVD has been downstairs, and I swear I have put it on for my 2 nieces who are obsessed with Moana numerous times, but my mom still maintains she had never seen it. And Disney Plus, annoyingly, isn't available as an app on my parents' TV, and they don't have Sky or anything hooked up. So when they wanted to watch the live action Lady and the Tramp the other day, it meant I had to bring down a HDMI cable and my laptop and stream it over to the TV that way. And it was an absolute pain in the arse.
Gotcha.
So yes, they decided to watch it on RTE, and they loved it. They thought it was very scary though for a kid, which
I don't think
mean,
it is.
neither do I. But I don't know.
Because I think the like scary bits, which I think I know the bits they're talking about, I think those bits kind of go over kids' heads. They're just like, ooh,
Yeah.
pretty song.
Yeah.
Pretty lady.
Yeah. So my mom is doing a video call with my nieces tomorrow, and she's very excited to tell them that she's watched Moana.
And they're going to be like, you watched that loads.
Yeah. They'll be like, all right, Nanny. So 2 years ago. They'll be like, well, watch Frozen 2 though.
I really want to watch Frozen 2 again. Every now and again I listen to the soundtrack and I'm like, that movie was so hilarious because of how like aware of itself it was. And
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, I want to watch this movie again.
I was in Dunn's yesterday and they had the DVDs for Frozen 2 literally everywhere. And on Shop Disney, they're selling a real nice Star Wars box set with the Skywalker saga. And you get all 9 like in a nice little pretty box with the Death Star on it. And I'm very tempted, even though I already own the original 6.
But this is
We'll
a
see.
good box.
Part of
Yeah.
me now is like, I have a fairly hefty collection of Disney DVDs. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't need any of these anymore. Like,
Yeah.
when it comes to like saving space and like where to put things, I'm like, I probably don't need these because I doubt Disney Plus is ever going to not exist. Do you know what I mean?
True. They put that much money into it.
Yeah, and I'm like, do I need these?
I feel like there's certain movies that I would always, it's kind of like, so like, obviously nobody buys CDs anymore, or very few people buy CDs anymore. But I feel like there's always kind of a collection of CDs that I will just always be in possession of. Like, I feel like I'll never actually get rid of my full Green Day back catalogue, much like I don't think I'll ever get rid of Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice, Hercules, even though I already have like 3 copies of Hercules. But you know, like there's certain movies that I would always like to have a physical copy of.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a copy of Hercules that was released in Canada. Would you like that one?
Why?
Because I was buying them off of adverts or something, and it wasn't
Okay.
mentioned that they were region 1 rather than region 2 or the other way around.
Do you know what? I will take it off you and I'll give it to Larry whenever he comes over.
Okay, yeah, great, cool.
He'll
'Cause
be
I
able to use
remember
that when he goes home.
the first time I had to watch it, I had to change the region on my laptop to be able to watch it,
Oh.
and it was like, you can only do this 4 more times, and I was like, okay. So I
Well,
changed
how
it.
about I trade you one of my regular versions of Hercules, and then I'll give the other one to Larry, because I had bought Hercules because I wanted it, and then Disney released these. a lot of the classics with like these green villain sleeves. So
Oh, yeah.
obviously I had to get the Hades one, and I also rebought the Little Mermaid so I could have Ursula as well. So
Yeah, I have a lot of those
Yeah.
sleeves. When Disney used to do those Disney movie points here in the UK and Ireland, I know they still do them in the US, and you can actually get good things with them.
So
But over
good.
here, all you could buy were like crappy movies or the sleeves to go over them.
I think I got Aladdin with my movie.
I got some real good DVDs on it.
Yeah.
Now, I did also acquire Bed Knobs and Broomsticks through it, which
A lot of the times when I went on, they were like movies you already owned, or like, do you know, what are those dog movies called?
Buddies,
like those movies, but they cost like 10,000 points, and I was like,
I love
what?
the buddy movies.
So
I've
I ended
never
up
seen one, but
I
like
ended
the
up
idea.
using my points to buy loads of the sleeves for like the Pixar movies. So I
Okay.
think I have the sleeves for all of the Pixar movies, so like they look nice when they're all together.
Very nice.
But then the problem was when they release new Pixar movies, they don't release sleeves with them. So I'm like, what? What do?
I was very good when I was cleaning out my room before I got done up, and I put all of my DVDs. I had like 80, 90 DVDs. Put them all into Dunn Stores bags and just sent them with my brother to CEX. And I was like, just get rid of them. I was like, I don't even have a DVD there.
And
you got 20 cents.
Yeah, I was like, you got like €2.
I had it for it. He'd use it more than I would.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
See, most of my DVDs are like hidden away because the shelving unit thing that I have for my Ikea is so deep, and I have like a little mini shelf, so it's like the perfect height to have like DVDs stacked here and then CDs above it. But they're both like buried behind a load of shit, so I always forget that I even own DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
But one day I'll clear them out.
Mine were taking up too much room in my bookshelf, and I was like, I could do better things with these shelves. They were taking up like 3 cubbies.
I understand.
I've only got 15.
That's
only 15.
Jesus. Well, they're all full.
Only 15.
I know, and there's still books in the attic. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Why more cubbies?
No, yeah.
You should put shelves above your bed.
I'm going to put my prints up above my bed. Prints.
All of them?
Yeah.
And that.
All of them.
But then, like, as in, like, you still won't have room for shelves?
I don't know what I'm going to do. You're stressing me out.
No, because you could do
I don't
them,
think
like,
she's only planning on buying those 4 prints, Kate.
You could do them alternating.
Have a collage wall.
Yeah, no, I'm totally going to have like a thing. And I already have the 3 prints there that I already had that I just haven't put up yet because I wanted to see the size of the ones that I'd ordered.
But anyways.
For reference, Amy's staring at her wall.
She is. Again, not a visual medium, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
So we had round 2 of our Disney Pals drinks and quiz on Friday. And
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but I was real hungover on Saturday.
Oh my god, so hungover.
And I was quite adamant that I wasn't going to drink as much. And then I got like 2 drinks in and I was like, whiskey is nice.
I finished my full bottle of 7-Up and I went downstairs to where my family were in the kitchen to get my second bottle of 7-Up, and I rocked in with my sunglasses on, and my mum looked at me and looked me up and down and said, she's having a completely different night to us. So I don't know what kind of night they were having. They weren't drunk and merry and finding
Why
out.
are we wearing sunglasses?
I think I had them on my head to push back my hair. Like I had now, do you know? Like
right.
I think I had them just to push back my hair. And as I was walking down the stairs, I just put them on and I thought that I was the most fabulous creature.
Well, of course you are. How did you enjoy Friday, Kate?
Yeah, it was great. I did drink a lot, but I just wasn't very hungover when I woke up. I think because I ran out of Coke, I started drinking water. And so I drank a full water bottle of water while we were still on the call. And then I drank water before I went to bed as well. So I think I like set it off a bit. But yeah, I had a really good time. I think everyone enjoyed themselves. The quiz was great.
It was a full DLP quiz.
Yeah. I'm very excited to do another one. We're definitely going to do another one on the 1st. No.
Yes, 1st of May.
Yes. Dates, honestly, I'm like, when does April end?
But yeah, if you want to join The next one, the theme is going to be pajamas. So everyone's going to wear PJs and join the call. So
Part
it'll
of
be
me
like
wants
a
to have
Grandale sleepover.
Part of me wants to have a pajama themed quiz, but I don't think I can muster that.
No, maybe we'll do a movie themed quiz.
Yeah, I think
when you'd be having a sleepover, you'd be watching movies.
Yeah, I agree.
We have to make it hard enough that Andrea won't win though, because he won again for a second time.
He just boom, boom, boom with them answers.
However, he very kindly passed the prize over to Miss Amy Hayes.
Yes, he was our second place winner.
He did. Absolute sweetheart.
Who I want to mention, Amy had no place in making the questions.
No.
God, no. But I think, other than the fact that I did much better than I thought that I would do, I would be the first one to hold up my hand and be like, I know the least about Disneyland, like in within the group. You know, all these people, you guys have been so many times. I've only been once with yous, and I took a back seat. I didn't plan anything. I just let yous bring me
new and different
every single day. You know?
Oh. In some ways, you're kind of the ideal person to bring to Disneyland, because you're just kind of like, tell me what days I need to book off work. Tell me how much money I need to give you. Tell me how much money I need to bring, and what do I wear on what day. We're just like, here you go.
And then literally up to a week before, she's like, is it this weekend we're going to Disneyland Paris? And I'm like, yes, Sadie, it's this weekend.
To Disneyland again?
And it was absolutely it was brilliant, because you literally were like, the first day you can wear your polka dot dress because you can be Cruella, because we're Disney bounding as villains. On the Monday, wear something purple, you can be Daisy. Like, I just didn't even, I was like, yeah, I can follow that, that's absolutely fine. And everything was amazing. I was so dehydrated the entire trip because I was crying so much. But when we got home, I never forget the amount of times that you were telling people about the trip, and you would say, oh, we did this, we did that, we did this. And you really liked that, and I had no idea what you were talking about. Not a clue.
You were just in a Disney blur for the whole time.
You just did so much, and I didn't know the names of the lands, and I didn't know the names of the rides. You guys were just like, relax, you're like.
That was also the trip that we just kept getting lost in Adventureland.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
Just kept getting lost.
You say we did loads, but we did loads at a great pace.
We did.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. It was a really good balance of overwhelming and calm.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
That's all you can really ask for in a Disney trip. But yeah, we had a last minute prize come to hand. So the lovely Sandy from Glitter and Bows _IRE, she does custom painting on denim jackets. So she'll paint pretty much any Disney character you could possibly think of onto a denim jacket. We'll be sure to put her Instagram handle in the show notes if you want to check her out. She's remarkably reasonable. She sent over her pricing list during the call last week, and it's much cheaper than I think she could probably get away with charging. But she offered up a jacket. So Amy, what are you going to get in your jacket?
So I was hemming and hawing in between getting something to do with Tink and Periwinkle, who are my favourite Disney pair, or go more down the Halloweeny route and get something like Hocus Pocusy or Villainy. I don't know, I think for when I wear denim jackets, because I do wear denim jackets like quite a lot, I always just wear them in the summertime. So I was like, that's such a Tink and Periwinkle moment. Sinead would argue Halloween is all year round, but so I sent her a couple of pictures of Tink and Periwinkle, but completely artistic license. She can do whatever she wants. I will be more than happy with whatever she comes up with.
I'm very excited to see what she comes up with. I'm also really amused by Kate like moving her hair right now. Again, not a visual platform, but Kate's like making her hair into like dog ears, for lack of a better way of phrasing it. Those like dogs with the really flappy ears.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I was listening to the pretty story. I was like envisioning like Tink and Periwinkle, and I was like, oh, they're great movies.
are. They're all on Disney Plus, and I haven't brought myself to watch them yet.
Secret of the Wings is such a bomb of a movie. If you haven't watched it, you should.
It's so good. It's probably one of my favorite movies.
It's very good.
Yeah.
So, question: what was your guys' favorite? Every time, I love it. What was your favorite moment from Friday?
My favorite moment is definitely when Andrea, the lovely Andrea, was playing with his cat and
little cutie,
had this like cat toy, which was basically, for lack of a better word, a fishing rod, if you can imagine those type of cat toys. And he was fully paying attention to the call, which is amazing, but at the same time was also whipping this fishing rod thing back and forward with his cat to play with
aggressively.
Very aggressively, and I just started taking the piss out of it, and without saying anything. And at one point Sam was just in bulk and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I'm being Andrea.
So good.
And I think it was at that point that I truly lost it.
I think we all had truly lost it by that point. What was your favorite moment, Amy?
So many. I think I lost my shit at one point and had to literally duck out of the screen because I was like crying, laughing. Because Kate, you were talking to a couple of the people that were from Cork, and because of obviously the couple of drinks that you had, you started to adopt like a Cork accent.
Yeah.
Like, really poor Cork accent. Like, you were just getting louder and louder with the Cork accent. And I was like, you just lost the plot altogether.
Yeah,
we
that'll
apologize
happen.
to everybody from Cork.
I
think
what about you?
My favorite moment, and I think we would behest to talk about one of the quizzes and not just roast Sam. So Sam that was in bed. I feel like she's kind of like, you know when you listen to Once Upon a Scream and they talk about Meg in the bath. I feel like Sam's in bed. So Sam was in bed, and the subject of age and how old everybody was came up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sam, who hadn't been drinking, would just like to point that out. The rest of us were rat-arsed. Sam hadn't been drinking. Was completely convinced that she was 22. She was born in 1996. And Kate was like, but I'm also born in 1996 and I'm 23. And Sam just completely forgot how old she was. And it was a fully realization moment that she had when she realized she was actually 23. And it was...
She's absolutely precious.
Yeah. Sam's actually going to be on the podcast next week. She's going to come on and talk to us about Orange Pass and everything to do with that. Having an Orange Pass herself, going with somebody that has an Orange Pass, all of those things that me and Kate have absolutely zero experience in. So Sam will be on the podcast next week. So I feel like she can defend herself. Not that there's anything to defend herself from, but still.
She can just explain to us what we don't know, but we've always wanted to talk about.
Exactly.
It's what you get experts on for, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's why we get Amy on to talk about being ginger.
Just as she's taking a massive mouthful of water. You
so
cruel,
sorry.
cruel
I'm so sorry.
She's got to dribble water all over her new laptop. What a rough time.
Anyway, so there's not really any news today, and we're not really continuing on with our Fantasyland just for this week.
Well, I'm thinking maybe we take like a month off.
Okay.
Purely because we have Amy on this week and it's going to just be a little chitty chatty episode.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have Sam on to talk about Orange Pass.
Very true.
I'm thinking maybe the following week we can finally drag Andrea onto the podcast and he can tell us about Castle Club.
Absolutely.
And then Sandy, who paints the lovely jackets, she's done the sparkling experience, which I'm very intrigued about. So maybe we can get Sandy on to chat to us about that. So maybe we'll just have we'll have like a month of guests and then we'll be able to go back outside.
I love that you're planning your podcasts on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like that you're not having like a little...
That's what we do. Amy, we don't plan a whole lot of things ahead of time. It's very on the cuff.
This isn't a...
I know you both very well, and you do. Okay?
Not
this, though.
Not this.
It's like when we found out about all this merch that Breffney's been organising and we didn't know a thing about it.
Oh, yeah. And then everyone had so many questions. We were like, well, Breffney...
So apparently there's merch coming. Keep an eye out on the Instagram for that, apparently.
Yeah. And if you have any merch recommendations, it's at Brefflemania on Instagram.
I want a mug.
Exactly.
Don't ask us. Oh, yes, we know Amy wants a mug. We're
I
aware of
want
Amy
a
does
this.
want a
mug.
mug.
We're aware of this situation.
Amy wants a mug. I want a Spirit jersey. Kate also wants a Spirit jersey.
But I'd also love a zippy hoodie if possible.
Okay. So Breffney, if you're listening, which you should be, Amy would like a mug. I would like a Spirit jersey, and Kate would like a zippy hoodie. And I think all three of us would like a pin.
Oh yeah.
Yes, if pins are a thing, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So shall we get on to what we were actually going to discuss?
Yeah, I mean, sure, might as well.
May as well. If I can get my iPad open. There we go. So we decided that this week, rather than doing research into a Fantasyland ride, that we would just do a bit of a chit chat and go through a Disney tag and answer questions.
Yeah, because I found the chatty bit of our episode last week was quite enjoyable to listen to, and also I did like learning about
Me too.
Dumbo, and I did like talking about Dumbo. But I feel like in this certain times that these kind of episodes just flow right.
I agree. So what I did earlier was I googled Disney tag and found two pictures. So we're going to go off those. So one is called the 31-day Disney challenge. And then there's also one which is just a random question one that has some questions about the parks. So we will throw those in. This particular one is a lot of how to say this without just sounding like a total nut job. It's a lot of positive, so it's your favorite this and your favorite that. But I'm also going to throw in least favorite because I feel like that can sometimes be more interesting, because I feel like a lot of the times we talk about our favorite things, and we've probably covered a lot of these off in previous episodes. But maybe least favorite could give a new kind of viewpoint on it.
Okay, cool.
It wouldn't really be us if we didn't have a bit of a go.
A bit of what?
A bit of a go.
Oh, a bit of a go. I think you said a bit low, and I was like, what?
I'll enunciate better.
So, question one, your favorite movie, and I'll throw in there your least favorite movie.
Oh, Amy seems to be thinking, so I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Amy was like doing that like chin, like muster, like
I'm just incredibly fickle. My answer has already changed from this morning to when I came up with it.
Wow. Okay.
No.
My favorite movie is definitely Tangled. We all know this. It's a crowd favorite. If I am ever stuck for a movie, it will be Tangled, because I know I can just watch it. Okay. My least favorite movie. I don't know. Do you know what? And not necessarily there's a lot of Disney movies, but I'm gonna go with like a Disney movie that I don't particularly enjoy, but not necessarily I hate.
Okay.
It's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I just don't particularly enjoy the movie.
Okay.
It's not a fan of mine.
Every now and again you say something and I question our friendship.
Well, so does she.
Literally the other day, so we've put in a request to an artist to get new artwork for the podcast, so hopefully y'all should be seeing that soon. And I was trying to figure out what me and Kate, well, I was talking to Kate obviously, but we were trying to figure out what we should be wearing in it. And Kate was like, bright colors, rainbow, pink. And I was like, dark, Halloween, orange. And I was like, we just couldn't have been more like polar opposites on it. But yeah. Amy, did you figure out yours? Favorite and least favorite?
I'm gonna go. My favorite movie undoubtedly is Hocus Pocus, because there is not a film in Disney's repertoire that brings me as much joy. Like any time of the year, any hour of the day, any mood, you stick that on, and I'm just a happy bunny. Such a happy bunny. It's the least favorite one that gets me though, because
like, is there a Disney movie that if we were to suggest to watch that you'd be like, I just don't want to watch that?
Do you know what? I completely forgot that it existed, and I hate it. Robin Hood.
Oh,
Bref, he's gonna be crying.
I know. I think I bit my tongue a couple of times when he mentions it. But yeah, no.
Why are they animals? That's my problem with Robin Hood. Why
No.
did Disney have to change them to animals?
The animal thing doesn't bother me. I think I don't like the story. Lady Marion's shit. She's so useless. I've seen it once and never again. And then Adam grew up on it, and we were kind of like going through a couple of movies, and he wanted to watch it one minute, and I had this massive rant about how crap Lady Marion is, and he was like, "You could have just said no. We can pick another movie."
Oh.
Sorry to crush your hopes and dreams, but no.
Oh dear. Okay. My favorite movie is also Hocus Pocus, without a doubt. Again, any time of the year, it'll cheer me up. I cannot go through a Halloween and not watch Hocus Pocus. Especially, but like even not last week, the week before, I was having a real shitty week and a real shitty day. And I put on Hocus Pocus and it just made my day. I love everything about it. Least favorite movie? I had thought of one. Oh, I know what it is. It's Maleficent. Live action Maleficent.
Oh yeah, that's such a bad movie.
Hate it.
Maleficent 2's worse.
Well, I haven't seen it and I never plan to see it.
There's so many movies out there that I'm like, I know that's going to be shit and I'll never watch it. So I can't say it's my least favourite because I've not seen it. But you know what one would definitely be my least favourite if I ever watched it? The G-Force one with the guinea pigs.
There's one and it's like The Secret of the Magic Gourd or something like that, and it's like a butternut squash, and I'm really intrigued to watch it one night.
Is that on Disney Plus? I think I've seen that on Disney Plus. Yeah, I think I did.
It keeps suggesting it to me now because I watched Hocus Pocus, so it's like, ooh, you like magic? You want some squash? And I'm like, well, I do love. Don't get me wrong, I do love a butternut squash, but I don't think I need to watch a Disney movie about it. But anyway,
that's gas.
Right, favorite song / least favorite song. I'm gonna get mine out of the way first because I know mine straight off the cuff.
Excellent, you go for it.
Favorite, Zero to Hero from Hercules. Absolute bop. Like, just fantastic in every way, shape, or form. Least favorite, Let It Go. Because too much. Too much. My sanity can't hack it.
Fair. That's pretty fair.
Totally.
My least favorite, and this is purely from a place of hearing it a lot in the store, and that's Try Everything by Shakira that's in Zootopia. Because Jesus Christ, if I didn't hear that song more than 20 times a day, the day didn't happen.
I have a video. So it was a couple of years ago. Me and Breffney brought my oldest niece, Emily, into the store for her birthday. It would have probably been about 2 years ago now. And she wanted a Vampirina costume, of course. And we were in the car and we were like singing Disney songs, and Try Anything came on. And I have this video of her, and I like turned down the volume as I got to the high bit, and she's like fully like hitting them high notes as much as a 3-year-old can, and she's just like squawking away thinking she is Shakira, and it is the best. I love it so much. So that's what that song reminds me of, and I love it.
Yeah, because I do really like the movie. I still really like the movie. It's one of those movies that I'm not seeing that often, so when I'm thinking of something to watch, I'm like, oh yeah, I could watch that. And it, even though I worked in the store while it was launched and I know so many facts about it, for some reason the only thing that grates me about it is that song by Shakira. Everything else I'm like, oh, I enjoy these facts and I still enjoy the movie and the characters. So that's interesting. Then my favorite song, do you know, I'm trying not to pick a Tangled song because I feel like that's just my answer for everything.
But there's a reason why it's your favorite movie. It'd be weird if you had your favorite movie and it wasn't your favorite character, your favorite song, your favorite dress, your favorite, you know?
Yeah. When Will My Life Begin is probably one of my favorite. Like I think it's very difficult to pick a favorite Disney song because I listen to a lot of Disney songs just like while I'm doing stuff. But When Will My Life, that's a pretty high hitter now.
It's hitting home at the minute as well.
Yeah, exactly. You can listen to it now and be like longingly stare at your window and be like, oh, remember the way the grass felt? Have you got one, Amy?
Yes, my least favorite is Shiny from Moana.
Oh.
When I went to go see Moana, I loved absolutely everything about it except for the shiny sequence.
Right.
It's like, I hate this. And then, of course, we were working in the store and it just came on over and over and over again. And I was like, I am going insane.
That was one of the songs that would play on the soundtrack, but you could also play in the theater.
Yeah.
When you can play it in the theater as well, you know that it's going to be a song you're going to hate forever.
Yep. Ergo, let it go. I like that all of ours are related to working in Disney.
Yeah, isn't that
And
terrible?
overplayed songs from when we were in Disney.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But yeah, that'd probably be my least favorite. My favorite at the moment, subject to change, but definitely my favorite at the moment is Show Yourself from Frozen.
Yeah, I was really leaning towards some Frozen 2 songs because they're bops.
They're unbelievable.
Especially the songs that didn't make the movie. There's like 4 songs that they wrote and recorded that didn't make the movie because the movie was going to be too long. And they're at the end of the album and they're really good.
Oh, I've not heard these now.
Yeah, you should listen to them. Like a lot of them are really good. Like the original opening song wasn't meant to be the opening song. It was meant to be a different song, but it was too long, so they had to cut it. But it's actually a really good song. So yeah, I'd suggest those.
I'll give them a listen. Yeah, I have to. I do love the whole soundtrack. For loads of different reasons, but Show Yourself is just stunning.
Oh, you can just belt it, can't you?
It's every time it gets stuck in my head all the time.
It's very good. Big fan.
Good call. Favorite character and least favorite character.
Oh.
I feel like least favorite character is kind of hard.
I'm trying to think of a villain that I hate so much.
Well, villain does come up later on, so don't necessarily.
Oh my
just focus
god,
on
I
villains.
have one. The Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, okay.
What
Yeah, fair.
wagons. They just go and they wreck everything and then they don't get blamed for it.
Almost like they're villains.
I hate them. They're my least favorite. I don't like them.
I more so hate the aunt who owns the cats.
Oh yeah, she's bad too.
She's like one of those.
And she's worse than the live action.
Yeah. She's like one of those soccer moms that's like, my Chad would never do that.
And that's the cats.
Yeah.
Who's
your favorite? Princess and Prince are separate, FYI.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite character.
Do you know who I really like?
Who?
It's Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, what a good character.
What a great guy.
Yeah. What a dude.
He's just so good. And I think, he's definitely one of my big favorite characters. Like as a character and like a character like scope of his story and everything like that and his growth. Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Do you want to go next? Okay, great.
Least favorite character, Sally from The Night Before Christmas.
Oh wow, who would have thought?
Can't stand her. Can't fucking stand her. Absolutely cannot stand her at all. And favorite character, purely because I'm looking at the list and I know what's coming up. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I don't know.
You just said you're gonna go with.
I know. I had it like clear in my mind, but now I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go with Jack. I'm gonna go with Jack. I love Jack. I think he's quite confused. He's bored of what he's doing and he wants to change. And he does it with all the best intentions, but still manages to absolutely fuck it up.
Fair.
And kind of save it in the end. I love Jack. I think he's a good character.
Great. Okay, Amy, it's your turn. Amy?
Can we do? No, I'm not. I'm just thinking. Least favorite is so hard. There's very few. Like, can we include like the likes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DCOM, Star Wars?
Anything that falls under the Disney umbrella.
Yeah.
Okay. The least favorite with them would probably be
Black Widow.
No. What? Absolutely not. She was the only merch t-shirts that I bought in the store.
I genuinely thought you were going to say she was all we had. And I was about to lose my life again.
No. Least favorite character would probably be Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, fair. Very fair.
Because he's
terrified because Kate only likes the annoying characters.
I know.
I just think he's very unfairly justified as a bad character. It's not his fault.
No, I hate him so much. But he's one of those that, like, I was thinking about this question earlier. Even when you guys were answering questions, I couldn't, like, it was like my brain was going through the images of every Disney character that has ever existed.
Yeah.
Jar Jar was just dancing in front of them all. And I was like,
Of course he was.
I was like, it's so obvious, but like it shouldn't even be a thing. He shouldn't be allowed to be an answer. It just should be assumed that people didn't like him, but except for Kate.
And who's your favorite?
I'm okay, because there's favorite like princesses, princes, blah, 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 animal sidekicks and stuff. I'm gonna say that my favorite actual character is Tony Stark.
Oh wow, good choice.
Good.
Wow, really out there.
His character arc from movie 1 to movie finale.
Yeah.
Pretty phenomenal.
All right.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty.
like it.
That's solid.
Yeah, he's a
I like
good
it.
character. He's a strong character to watch.
Good call. Good call. Right, next up is favorite and least favorite princess.
I hate Ariel so much.
I knew it.
And you know I do.
God, I hate Rapunzel.
But like that's fine. But I hate Rapunzel so much, and I hate everything she stands for as a princess. Even though I know, like, she didn't, but she did. So my least favorite is Ariel, and my favorite is Rapunzel, and that's just where I'm gonna leave that.
Well, okay.
My favorite princess is Ariel.
I know.
She is a great princess.
Okay. And your least favorite?
I don't think I have a least favorite princess.
Oh, you must do. It's either, if you don't know, it's either Snow White or Sleeping Beauty.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot the baby. Yeah, probably Aurora. Bless her, it's not her fault. She was just asleep.
Yeah, like it's yeah.
Aurora is also my least favorite. Like she brings nothing to her movie.
No.
And like Snow will always kind of have that slight thing where she was the first.
Yeah.
So that instantly makes her that tiny little bit better than Aurora. Plus Aurora literally adds nothing to her movie other than to just
be there.
Be a princess to facilitate the movie being there for a reason.
Yeah. Who's your favorite?
My favorite, see, I'm really struggling with this because I have two and I'm really struggling
Tiana and
to
Moana.
pick one. No, Tiana, Merida.
Merida. Oh, that was my other choice.
I'm gonna go with Merida. I love Merida. I think Merida is great.
Yeah, she is. She's a bomb princess.
She's a badass. She does archery. She's Scottish. I love Scottish people. I think I've only ever met one Scottish person that I didn't like. And yeah, I love Brave. I think Brave is a cracking movie. Love it.
Excellent.
So next is Prince.
Favorite Eric.
Your favorite is Eric?
Yeah, there's something about that man.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
And your least favorite?
Every Eric, not just the animated Eric. Like, have you guys seen the Little Mermaid live yet?
No.
Oh, lads, Kate never watched it, but Sinead, it's unreal.
Is that not the one with the girl who plays Moana, whose name I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to try?
Oh yeah, no, same.
Yeah, her. Well, I love her.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. There's a couple of new songs in it, but it is really nice. But I like Prince Eric is definitely my favorite. My least favorite Prince is the one from Snow White.
The Prince.
He's just
they didn't even give him a name.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a creep.
Yeah,
but he's also like he's so insignificant that they just didn't even give him a name.
Yeah, it's just the Prince.
Yeah, so he's also my least favorite because he's just, again, much like Sleeping Beauty, he adds nothing to Snow White in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
doesn't even have a
name.
Fair. And my favorite it's Eugene.
Obviously,
Eugene's just great.
He's
love
fantastic.
him. Like he's just so funny. I do also love Naveen, but I think Eugene's just great.
Yeah,
again, he contributes a lot to the story. So
yeah, yeah. Obviously, my favorite Prince is Eugene, but I was also thinking like if I didn't have to pick a Tangled related character, Naveen would probably be my second choice. I was like thinking that in my head because I was like, do I pick Naveen? I was like, obviously can't pick Naveen over Eugene, but like, do you know what I mean? Like,
he's just such a goofy dork.
He's just so funny.
Modern day princes have more substance than
big time.
Where
absolutely
the princess wants.
Yeah, that's totally true.
I'm shocked you didn't say Kristoff. You love Kristoff.
See, I technically don't count him as a prince because he just during the first movie he's not.
Okay.
And he like it's really a spoiler. It's really only like just at the end of Frozen 2 that he becomes a prince.
Okay.
And I'm like, he's a great guy, but like Eugene's still like.
But like Eugene's not a prince for his whole movie.
But no, but that's one movie. Frozen split into two, so it takes the end of the second movie until Kristoff's a prince.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But I also do love Kristoff.
Okay. Who's your least favorite?
Prince Philip from Aurora. I just hate his face.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say because he does more than the prince. Like,
he does. But like and I know that he like fights and all that sort of stuff, but it just brings me back to like him in the parade. And when he's in the parade and he's so cringy, and I'm like, you're crap. I hate you.
I don't like the Philip in the parade. He's real like creepy.
I think that's kind of what puts me off him.
It's also just because like I love that whole obviously like Maleficent part, and I love the people with the vines, and I love
that's
the
great. And I just
guy. They're all my faves, and I'm like intently like yay, and he always seems to assume that I'm like directing that at him, and I'm like, oh no, you just need to go away. Like,
because
I only care about the dragon and her minions.
He's like a whoosh, a whoosh, a whoop, and I'm like, get out of this parade.
And it makes me when he turns around and winks, it makes my skin crawl a little bit. I won't lie.
I just hate it so much.
I know there's a lot of people that like fawn over that kind of shit, but we just ain't them three people.
No, I understand that he contributes more. Sorry, what?
Depends on who's winking.
That's very true. Like, I understand that he contributes more to his story, but there's something about him.
Yeah, I agree. Right, next up is your favorite and least favorite heroine. I'm feeling like we just go hero in general. Favorite and least favorite.
Yeah.
And it doesn't specifically need a gender.
That's fair.
Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
My favorite hero is Maximus.
Oh, very good.
Because by God, he saves his life.
He does.
Like, he saves Eugene's life, and that's just the end of it. Can you have what? I don't know. What's like a least favorite hero?
I don't know. Is there somebody that really like irks you?
Loads of people irk me.
Well, who's that?
They're not all Disney characters though.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, okay, Amy, you go. I'll circle back.
My least favorite hero is what the flip is his name? Peter Quill.
What's the movie?
Oh, interesting.
He's my least favorite. I don't like Chris Pratt. And I can look past it in some things. Like, I can look past it in Jurassic World because I love dinos more than I hate Chris Pratt. But I can't look past it in Guardians of the Galaxy because I hate the character of Peter Quill.
Fair.
Fair.
Okay.
I'm struggling to think of a least favorite. My favorite is Captain America.
Oh,
Love Captain America. Cap's my fave. I'm like literally sitting looking at my giant Captain America shrine basically that I have above my bed. Love Captain America. Also, just Chris Evans, beautiful man.
Oh, I have a least favorite, and you're all gonna hate me.
Oh God.
Don't hate. Hate's a strong word. I strongly dislike Black Widow.
That's okay.
I hate the portrayal of her in the parks.
That's a very true and strong opinion.
Like, I hate her portrayal in the parks, because in the parks they take that like 5-second moment in Age of Ultron where they reference that she did ballet for half a second, and that's all the parks focus on, the fact that she once did ballet, and I'm just like, literally this has nothing to do with her story arc, but they just focus on that.
Like, I hope that the Black Widow movie like shows more to her, but her as like a character, I'm just kind of like, cool, she's an assassin. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
And I never got it, and I never got her. And like, she's introduced to us as just like, yeah, I'm an assassin and I kill people. And I'm like, oh, okay, great, cool. So out of all like those type of like heroes and stuff, she's definitely my least favorite.
That's fair.
That's totally.
I'm still really struggling to think of a least favorite.
Amy, did you have a favorite?
Oh, I love them all.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that we would just bypass the fact that I didn't pick one.
Paul Rudd's a really, not Paul Rudd. What's his real name? Not his real name. His
Ant-Man.
But what's his other name? What's his actual name?
Oh, Lang.
Yeah, him. He's a great hero.
/ very beautiful Hawkeye from Endgame.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Just all trail of thought that I had in my head just disappeared. I think I would go, if I had to pick favorite hero, and I actually genuinely don't know whether or not this stands true now, but when I was growing up, Padme.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good one.
Padme, she was like, loved Natalie Portman anyway, but
yeah,
loved Padme because I was like, she's a badass with a weapon, but more importantly, she's a badass in the Senate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I haven't seen those movies since I know better, but yeah, that's still, I'll go with her.
Whenever I hear the word Padme, it just reminds me of Pad Thai. Sorry, you just had to get that in there.
Have you had your dinner yet, Kate?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's good. I actually can't think of a least favorite hero. I'm not a big, I don't have a massive pull to a lot of heroes anyways. So I'll just say that I agree with both of your least favorites.
Great, cool.
I can't think of it. Favorite animal. And I'm going to caveat this, but Kate, you are not allowed to pick anybody from Tangled.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also least favorite animal.
Mine both belong to Moana. I think my favorite's Pua, my least is Hey Hey.
Oh, poor Hey Hey.
Oh, but Hey.
No, Hey Hey is one of the most annoying things.
I love him though. He's so stupid.
Pua should have gone on that journey with her, not Hey Hey.
But Pua was a wuss.
No. I love it. One of my Moana is such a stunning movie. It's such a good movie. Music is unreal except for Chiny. The characters are fantastic except for Hey Hey. It's really quite annoying that I can say these are fantastic except for, there's just a little element throughout the whole movie that I was like, this is so stupid. And Hey Hey was definitely one of them, but he had way too much airtime.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. My favorite is Thackeray Binks from Hocus Pocus, of course. And I'm definitely counting him as an animal because he's an animal for more in the movie than he's not an animal. I love black cats. I have a black cat called Thackeray Binks, although I then later found out that Thackeray Binks is actually a female. But anyways. And least favorite, I'm gonna go with Bambi because I just don't care for Bambi in general, and I think both Thumper and Flower are far more interesting characters than Bambi, so I'm gonna give Bambi as my least favorite.
Fair.
That's a good one.
I've never seen.
I'm gonna go with my favorite animal being Sven.
Okay. I had a feeling that was coming.
It can't be Maximus, so it's gotta be Sven. And then my least favorite animal, which I guess I don't know if it counts because the movie is just animals. Well, I guess Bambi's also just animals. That sheep from Zootopia, that's the villain.
Oh my god.
Hate her so much. Hate her so much. Huh?
Why is she your least favorite? She was a very intriguing villain.
She's so annoying, and she's like, haha, got you now. And then she's like, boom boom blueberries, like, oh, I just hate her, and I hate what
blueberries.
I hate what she did. Like, it's such, like, why would you do that to such a high functioning society of growing animals? Like, why would you put them back to that? It's just, I hate her, and I hate everything she thought she was good for. And she was like, oh, I'm a
damn.
sheep, so I'm going to take over the world. Ha ha ha. No.
Okay.
Oh damn! I got you real riled up.
You made your point
Okay.
very clearly.
More than I thought.
So next up is sidekick, fave and least fave.
Okay, I'm not going to pick Pascal.
Okay.
Just because I don't think I should.
Okay.
Are we strictly speaking movies or things Disney have made?
Oh, why? What are you thinking?
Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
As a fave?
Yeah. Obviously not
go
as the least
for it.
fave. He's a fantastic character.
No, you can have Perry. They make loads of merch for Perry. You can absolutely have Perry.
Yeah, I'm going to take Perry as my fave.
That's fair.
Because he clearly brings so much to the story. He's literally in every episode.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you pick a least fave?
No, I'm still thinking.
Okay. My fave is going to be a duo, and it's
Okay.
Pain and Panic from Hercules, because
Of course.
Pain and Panic are just comedy gold.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them. And I'm also still trying to think of a least fave.
My least fave is Flit from Pocahontas.
Oh, poor Flit.
No,
No.
no, I don't enjoy Flit. And my fave is probably Turk from Tarzan.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, I forgot that movie even existed.
She's great.
Yeah, Turk's very
She's
good.
one
Yeah.
in a sidekick.
See, sidekicks are hard because sidekicks are made to be lovable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah.
Like technically, Pocahontas' sidekick is Miko,
Yeah.
not Flit.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, makes sense.
But Mulan also had Mushu and Cricket.
Do you know what I'm gonna say? And technically not a sidekick, but was pinned as one, and that's BB90.
Ooh.
Because
Okay.
I know he wasn't. Huh?
That's your least favorite, yeah?
Yeah, obviously. BB90, like, even though technically wasn't a sidekick because he was only in the movie, they were only in the movie for 0.5 of a second, was merchandised and advertised as a sidekick droid and just wasn't, and was just shit and was just awful, but yet got 5 pieces of merchandise before the movie had been even released.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm going BB90.
Okay.
I think that's fair. I'm really, really struggling again.
Yeah, I do agree that psychics are very hard because they're meant to be
Yeah.
good.
I'm normally quite good at going down the negative route, but for some of these I just can't.
Do you know who's really annoying? Jiminy
who?
Cricket.
Oh. I like Jiminy though.
I just think he's annoying.
Jiminy's kind of cute.
Okay, so do you want me to go to the next one?
So yeah. So the next two things are, I don't know if we can necessarily think of a least favorite version of it, so maybe just stick to the fave. So it has your favorite serious quote and your favorite funny quote.
Oh, my fate. Well,
But I don't know where you draw the line. So maybe we'll just go favorite quote.
Yeah, I was like, I have a favorite quote, but I don't know if it would be funny or serious.
Yeah.
My favorite quote is definitely, I'm sorry, it's from Tangled, but this is just my favorite quote, so I can't do anything about that one. But it's, look at all the things we've done. It's only 8 a.m. Like, I just use that nearly every day.
Yeah. You especially use it in Disney.
Yeah, because it works so well. So yeah, that's
fair.
mine.
Mine, to kind of piggyback off of that, is, oh look, another glorious morning makes me sick.
That's a great one as well.
Because I very often use that as well.
Yeah.
Amy's like, yeah, cool.
No, mine's also a Hocus Pocus one, but it's more so because I used to confuse it when I was a kid and I didn't know what she was saying, and I used to just laugh because everybody else was laughing. And that's why, do you know when they're in the circle and she's like sniffling and she goes, I always wanted a child, and now I think I'll have one. On toast.
Yes.
And I love that because I
Oh, I love
genuinely
it.
thought that was like her being like, she just wanted a kid,
Oh,
Uh,
love it. Absolutely love it. Next one is your favorite kiss.
hmm.
My favorite kiss is the Rapunzel and Flynn one.
Okay.
When she gets her hair cut and he's like dying, not dying.
Oh,
and
that one.
That one.
Very good.
Because she just like throws herself, and I'm like, yes, Punsy, get your bit.
My favorite is purely because I've watched it recently, is at the end of Princess and the Frog when Tiana and Naveen turn back into their human forms and she's wearing the beautiful dress, and it's just a beautiful moment that they've now made into a mini float in Disneyland that can't do anything at the minute.
Oh, what?
R.I.P. Magic happens.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. I've sort of forgotten all of the Disney kisses.
You've forgotten all about kissing, Kate.
Yeah, I just do. Kristoff and Anna kiss in Frozen 2.
No idea. I don't pay that much
Yeah,
attention.
they do. Because
They do, right?
Yeah,
Because he proposes. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one because I can't remember any scenes where people have kissed.
Well, actually, very cutely. They're probably one of the only. Put me obviously if I'm wrong, but they're one of the only Disney couples, because they have a sequel, who they're very much more casual. There's no just big kissing.
Yeah.
And there's loads of these. Let me
Yeah.
do honey, kissing the cheek.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, those two are just the cutest.
They're more realistic
Yeah.
Very realistic.
as much as
Disney can be realistic.
Yeah, I mean that part where he sweeps her up onto Sven.
Oh, she's got something else. She has her hands up. She has 2 hands up.
I have a better answer.
Oh, here we go.
Claudine and what is his name? Linguini in Ratatouille.
Oh, yes.
Where he has to like smack into her face with his to like stop her speaking.
Brilliant.
That one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's good. The next is your favorite voice talking and your favorite voice singing. But I don't really get this.
So I adore
Amy does.
I adore Tom Hanks's voice.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
So he's definitely one of my favorite Disney voice actors, obviously being Woody. And then the singing voice, I'm torn between Lea Salonga, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, and Idina Menzel, which I'm definitely not mispronouncing, as the singing voice, because those women have just the most beautiful voices.
Yeah,
okay.
That's
but
fair.
They're not my favorite talking voice. Like, I don't think Idina is necessarily the strongest voice
Talking,
actor
yeah. Mm-hmm.
talking.
Okay.
But when she starts singing, you just completely forget that. Which is
Okay.
probably why Elsa has so many songs.
I think I've thought of mine.
Okay, go on.
So talking voice, I'm going to go very specific. I'm going to go Billy Connolly in Brave, because I just adore Billy Connolly. I could literally listen to that man read the Apple terms and conditions and have a great time. Bloody love Billy Connolly. I could listen to him say anything. And singing voice, I'm going to go Danny Elfman, because I bloody love Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Love him.
Was Billy Connolly in Pocahontas as well? Was he one of the ship crew?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have a look.
While you're
I'll have a
looking,
go.
I'm gonna
I'll
go my favorite like character voice as Robin Williams as the genie,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
just so much talent put into one little character.
Mhm.
And then my favorite singing voice, I'm also going to agree with Amy, with the girl who sings Moana, who I just don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Oh, I said.
Amy didn't say her.
Oh, sorry. The girl Moana, whose name I can't pronounce. Her.
There you go. I also can't say her name, so I can't help. But yes, Billy Connolly was also in Pocahontas.
Knew it.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
There's so many like big actors in that. Like, I didn't realize until the
Big
other day. But I watched it like 2 weeks ago, whenever Disney Plus came out. And Christian, which one's the Batman? Christian Bale?
Mhm.
Yeah. He's Thomas in it. And I was like, what? And then
Yeah. Mel Gibson's in it.
I was like,
Yeah.
what the? I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. I was like, this is great.
Yeah. Pocahontas is a good movie.
Yeah.
Next is your favorite location. I'm assuming that's location from a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have one, and it's because I don't like, not that I don't like the movie, but I don't think it's one of the better Pixar movies. But just like the forest area in The Good Dinosaur, I think is great, purely from like an animated perspective,
Okay.
because it's one of those scenes where you look at it and you're like, are they real trees?
Yes, honestly, so much to do that movie.
I'm like, is this being animated, or is this like some sort of weird like photo technique thing? I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Is it really lazy for me to say Salem from Hocus Pocus?
No. You can say Salem.
I'm gonna go. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna say Halloween Town from Halloween Town.
Okay. Even though that movie definitely had a budget of like $10 for that location.
I thought that's what you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Halloween Town or Coco when they pass into the
Land Dead.
Yeah.
Coco's a good one.
Oh, such a good movie.
What's yours, Amy?
Olympus, or equally the Underworld.
Oh, I was like the what?
Yeah, just that time.
The Who?
83, take me back.
Yeah, very good. Next is your favorite Disney opening, and it says, i.e., the blue castle or the train leading past the castle. So, do you prefer the old one or the new one? I don't really care either.
I don't.
We'll move.
I pass on this question.
Next is your favorite couple.
Favorite couple?
Yeah.
Anna and Kristoff.
Huh?
Anna and Kristoff.
Fair.
Yeah, they're a good one.
Very realistic.
Yeah, Anna and Kristoff make me giggle so much. Like a little girl, make me giggle.
Oh, cute. I'm gonna go with Tiana and Naveen.
Oh,
good
good
they're
one.
A real cute couple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Carl and Ellie from Up.
Oh, cute.
Because even though we see their lives very quickly in the movie, I like to think that if they did a movie about them, that where we saw their entire life together, it would just be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm gonna go with them.
I agree. Right. Next one. We'll include least favorite in this one. And this is the one that I would probably struggle with the most, which is your favorite villain / least favorite villain.
Can my favorite villain be Loki?
Yeah.
My favorite villain is Loki.
My favorite villain is Hades.
Yeah. I do love Hades. I know what my least favorite is.
Okay, yeah.
I probably should say live action Maleficent, but I won't because I feel like that's a go-to answer. I'm going to say Cruella, purely because I think the animation stuff of Cruella is fantastic, but she wants to kill doggos and I ain't down with that.
Fair. That's fair.
So I get very angry at Cruella purely for that reason. Favorite villain? I'm going to say Oogie Boogie purely because Amy's already said Hades.
That's
you okay,
fair.
Kate?
Yeah, sorry. So I'm recording my bedroom and Ellen's up like above me in her bedroom. And because I'm recording and I need to make sure that the sound goes through properly, I talk louder than I normally would on like a Zoom call or a Skype call. So she can hear me above. And so she texted me and she was like, just about to text you saying my favorite couple was Carl and Ellie from Up because I heard you say favorite couple.
Oh my
but
God.
You said Carl and Ellie before I could type it.
Cute.
Oh, she's typing. She's going to have something to say now in a second. I can hear you explaining it.
Brilliant.
Sorry, what was the question? Least
favorite villain.
I think my least favorite is Ultron.
Oh God, yeah, what a crap villain.
Terrible.
Oh, awful. I knew.
In fairness, Marvel is shit with villains.
Yeah, very bad, very bad.
they're good at anti-heroes, which is probably where I would more so put Loki, but I'll let you have it as villain.
Yeah.
But they're awful at villains.
I think I'm gonna go with the evil stepmother from Cinderella.
Lady
Okay.
Tremaine?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Who's your least favorite, Amy?
She just doesn't do
Wait,
anything
did you
for
say
me.
Ultron? Sorry,
I think
my
it's
bad.
like as a villain, she doesn't really do much for me. I'm like, yeah, you're mean. Okay.
Actually, yeah, because the cartoon one, fine, whatever, but the remake with Kate Blanchett, it was amazing in the part. It's really super at the end when Lily James is like, "You're so cruel. Why?" She goes, "Because you're young and beautiful." And I'm like,
Like,
Are you trying to say that Disney shit all over all of their villains and completely wash out everything that actually makes them villains in their live action movies, Amy?
yes, is what she's saying. Yeah, I just think she's a bit like, okay, yeah, you're mean, but like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not.
Yeah.
She doesn't like entice me in to be like, I wonder why she's this way, or like, oh, like I might maybe feel sorry for her, or like side with her. It's like, nah, she's just shit.
But again, I would just like to put out here, not all villains need to have a reason to be evil. Some of them can just be evil. No one needs to be a woman scorned. But anyway.
Okay.
Next is your favorite scene.
Wow, what a broad
I don't know
question.
if I have a least favorite scene, so maybe we'll just stick with favorite.
Favorite scene.
Great,
Yeah,
that's the question.
I have a favorite. I'll
Go
tell
for
you
it.
You have
Go before your arm falls off.
my favorite scene in any Disney movie is in Incredibles when they're on the plane and she's trying to stop the missiles and Violet is trying to do her force field, because the animation, the tension, and the voice acting in that scene are all ace. It is just such a perfect scene, and I'll fight anyone who tries to deny it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Won't deny it.
I don't know if this is necessarily my favorite scene, because I feel like that's too difficult a question.
Difficult, yeah.
But I'm gonna go with just one that I have enjoyed recently, which is the bit when Heimlich comes out of his cocoon. And he has his like piddly little wings and he's like, "I'm beautiful." And it makes me hell laughing every time I see it. And especially it's getting thrown around a lot at the minute, because if anybody isn't from Ireland, people who are vulnerable due to an existing medical reason or are over the age of 70 are to be cocooning according to the government. So there's a lot of Heimlichs getting thrown around, and it makes me laugh every time. And Amy's like bright red from laughing.
Actually, I used to reference that all the time when I was in college, and when exam period would be coming up, because like there'd be no makeup. Lord knows I wouldn't wash my hair for weeks on end, and like I used to just say that when the exams were over, I would emerge like a beautiful butterfly, and I used to quote this thing all the time. But only yesterday, like my feeble attempt to try and wash away all of the biscuits and alcohol that I've been having since lockdown started with my copious amounts of water, and I'm like, I'm gonna be a beautiful butterfly. I'm gonna be a beautiful butterfly. Yeah,
that's my fave. Kate, what about you?
The scene at the end of Inside Out where she comes home and she gives her parents a hug.
Yeah,
I really like that one.
Oh, that's cute.
It's more so because it's not necessarily that scene, but it's more so like what the scene represents. Because before that, like this poor child's brain is just completely breaking down, and like without even seeing faces in part of that scene, you could just sort of like what's happening.
Yeah.
And I just think it's more so that the build up to that scene makes that scene really good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
I'm gonna go with that one. Thanks.
Next up is your favorite soundtrack.
Tarzan or Hercules.
Gotcha.
Hercules, hands down.
Tarzan, Phil Collins thing. He just went so hard, and it was just so fabulous. Tarzan soundtrack is flawless. Again, fight me.
I'm gonna go with a very random answer. Well, not random, because it's probably the Disney soundtrack I listen to the most, and that's the live action Cinderella, which isn't, it's more of a score than a soundtrack,
Okay.
but like the music from that movie is just so good, and it's so calming, and it's such good like study music or doing music. And I don't think I could pick an animated movie with like those type of songs in it, like Hercules and Tarzan and all that sort of stuff, where the songs are fantastic. I just don't think I could pick one, because it would either be Frozen or Tangled.
Okay.
So
That's
let's
fair.
just not. But I think the music and score from Cinderella is great. The live
Fair.
action.
Fair. Next up is your favorite sequel.
Frozen 2.
Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 3.
Wow. Okay. Fair.
That was very like bum bum bum. That was the quickest one we've had.
I just genuinely think that Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. So
Oh, same.
it's not necessarily like my favorite movie, but it's definitely my favorite sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yep, that's
Next
fair.
up is your favorite Pixar film, and we can also probably chuck in least favorite Pixar film.
My least favorite is Cars 2.
Fair.
My favorite Pixar movie. Ooh, either I'm gonna go with Ratatouille.
I love Ratatouille.
I love
feel like
Ratatouille.
Disneyland Paris has kind of really solidified Ratatouille
Yeah.
in my like top 5 Pixar movies.
Yeah, like I'm a massive Pixar fan, and I love pretty much every single one of those movies. But it's either Ratatouille or Up, and if you ask me now which one I'd rather watch, I'd probably say Ratatouille. Amy?
I think my favorite Pixar is probably Brave,
Oh wow, out there.
but more so because I would like I wouldn't be able to pick a singular Toy Story movie. I'd just be like all four meshed together, play from the start and down to end until Woody leaves. Like that's so I'd probably go for Brave. I don't think I have a least favorite. Like I genuinely love them all. I don't.
Cars 2?
I've not
Nobody
seen them.
loves
I can only
Cars
go from what I've seen.
Oh, okay.
You can probably pretty confidently still say Cars 2.
It's probably Cars 2.
Mine's not Cars 2 though.
Oh, what's yours?
Mine's Finding Dory. I hated
Oh, you
Finding
hate that
Dory.
movie.
Hated it. I don't particularly like Finding Nemo. There's aspects of Finding Nemo that I like, but as like a full movie, don't really care for it. Couldn't stand Finding Dory. Absolutely hate it.
I just forgot they existed.
Yeah, see? My favorite kind of splits between Coco and Brave, but since you said Brave, I'll say Coco because I love Coco. I love everything about Coco. I love Dia de los Muertos, and it's a Pixar movie full of skeletons. How could I not love it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Call a spade a spade.
These are all excellent choices.
Next up is your favorite love song. I think I know what Kate's is.
Yeah.
I do like At Last to See the Light. It is a very good song.
Beautiful sequence.
Yeah, I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
Like, it's more so like the song by itself, I'd probably be like, okay, whatever, it's a mushy love song. But I think it coupled with everything, and like I think it's that like end transition of Flynn Rider becoming Eugene, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the whole cutscenes of them being in Corona and all this sort of stuff. It's like you can sort of see him turning, but it's at that point in the boat where you're like, damn, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. Mine is I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules.
Well,
which
yeah.
doesn't sound like a love song, but it is a love song. Yeah. Meg's song from Hercules is an absolute fave.
Mine is probably So This Is Love from Cinderella.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just think I just like the simplicity of it. You know, it's not a big F off duet. They're literally just waltzing, staring at each other, and she's just like, "Oh, so this is This is it. Yeah, great.
Oh, okay. That's
I
fair.
just like the simplicity of it. You know, everything else is very fussy. You know, like A Whole New World is very fussy. You know, I See the Light is very fussy. It's as beautiful as it is. I just like the simplicity of it. So this is love.
That's fair. The next up is your favorite villain song. And I'm gonna point blank refuse to pick one. So, but I'll be quick with my answer. It's Oogie Boogie Song or Poor Fortunate Souls.
Okay. Do you know what I really like? I like Be Prepared from Lion King.
Oh, cracking. Such a good song.
Because like I don't
Such a good
particularly
song.
enjoy Lion King just because I wasn't in that age group that grew up with it. So I don't hold the same love for it as a lot of other people do. But that song's great.
Be Prepared is such a cracker. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Sorry, Amy, did I take yours?
Well, I don't. It's very difficult because the villain songs are all cracker. They're all brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, like The Prince and the Frog. I've Got Friends on the Other Side.
That's a great
Oh,
song.
What
so
a
good.
tune! That's a great song.
I can think of a what is probably technically a villain song that I know you love. I Put a Spell on You from Hocus Pocus.
I mean, true. Yeah. You're so dead right. Oh my goodness! What a song!
Why
Yeah.
they've never like released a version of that I can purchase on iTunes and listen to all of the time, I have no idea.
It's a really hard song to get a hold of because there's no good versions of it on
No.
Spotify either.
No, because it's that movie quality, like you're recording off the telly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Yeah, I Put a Spell on You. You're totally right. I didn't even think of that when I thought of villains because I was just thinking like animated.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have. I shouldn't be so narrow-minded.
There you go. So next up is what moment from the movie do you think is the funniest? So what's a moment in film that always makes you laugh?
When Russell comes up to Carl's door and is like, "Good afternoon. My name is Russell." Because it's me.
It is. I was literally in my head. I was like, "Why is Kate Russell? Like, why is Kate Russell?"
It's like, I'm here to do good. Let me help you. And he's just like, no.
Oh, it's so accurate. So accurate.
And it just makes me laugh every single time. And then when he starts over the second time, I'm just like, yes, Russell, get that badge.
Oh, I love him.
I think mine would be when at the very end of Mulan, and she's saying, "Would you like to stay for dinner?" And you can just hear the grandma, "Would you like to stay forever?"
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
That one.
That's a good one too, yeah.
I relate so much to that grandma thing. Sign me up for the next war.
My favorite is the scene just after Zero to Hero in Hercules when Payne has the shoes on and he's like squeaking away. And Hades just like loses his goddamn mind with him because it's just love it.
They're all great ones. They're all very funny.
What moment do you think is the saddest?
You know what always breaks my heart is in the beginning of Up.
Yeah.
Not when Ellie dies. When Ellie is quite young and they realize they can't have kids.
Yeah, that's really sad.
And she has like the little bags under her eyes, and you can just tell she's just so defeated. And then Carol is like, "Well, we're gonna have a great life, just the two of us." And every time,
it's mad. It's mad how much more different that actual bit hits the older you get.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not like trying for kids, or like even if you never even want kids, but just like the idea of that happening to someone, it hits so much harder when you obviously become a certain age than when you're a child watching it, obviously. But it's like it's a bit mad.
Yeah. Mine is the end sequence in Coco, like the whole bit from when Mama Coco remembers the song and starts singing to when you find out she's part, like that whole bit, I'll just cry the whole time. That and just the entirety of Rise of Skywalker. I just cried the whole way through all of Rise of Skywalker.
I gonna hate me. I always find it quite sad when Bing Bong dies in Inside Out
Yeah.
because it's not even really that he's died because he never existed in the first place. But it's just kind of like, man, Pixar, man.
And the take her to the moon for me thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then it's just because he's such an annoying character that like you really don't like him until he's dying, and you're like, oh my god, no, you mean so much, come back.
You know what?
do you know what? Working in the store ruined Bing Bong
I
as a
was just
character.
about to say,
No, yeah, that's
I
fair.
give Bing Bong such a hard time. I hate him. Like his
But
death
I
does
don't
not
think
end.
I don't think any of us actually hate Bing Bong. I think we hated how a particular
He was-
ex-colleague of us used to refer to Bing Bong and used
Yeah.
to be Bing Bong.
Yeah,
I think that's what we all hate more so than actual
yeah,
Bing
I
Bong as
agree.
character.
Well,
That's
Also,
also,
why was the plush scented? He shouldn't have been scented. It was horrific.
But
no.
it sold really well and then never came
did.
back.
It did.
You
But
can buy it in Pixar Pier in his like shop,
Oh, there you go.
which I noticed. I was like, oh wow, interesting. But yeah, no, that's a really good point. I think we have to try disassociation from Dublin Disney Store Bing Bong and Bing Bong in the movie.
I feel like I need to rewatch Inside Out.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, actually, I've not seen it in a while. I think it's really hard though because a lot of the reasons why our favorites are our favorites is because we can link it to something.
Yeah, no,
So
yeah.
it only makes sense that our least favorites are like that too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, it's true.
True. The next one is an age-old Disney question. Kate's gonna groan as soon as I say it, and it's which character are you most like?
I just don't. I hate this question so much.
For context, this was a question we would always ask in interviews because it was always really intriguing to see what people would say, and it was also always really funny to watch all of the ginger people just say Ariel with no other reason as to why other than the fact that they were ginger.
I'm gonna say Ariel
Back
because
on this show.
I'm ginger and Ariel's ginger, and Ariel like really fights a battle like
Amy,
with her
you cannot
parents.
deny that. You were one of many, many ginger cast members that had Ariel as their character on their badge. You can't deny that. That is a literal fact.
There's a unity in being a ginger that you just don't understand. Okay.
And it's that we all love Ariel.
But to be fair,
He was all we had.
she was all we had. But
Stop
I
it!
think even if Ariel was blonde, brunette, green hair, purple hair, whatever, I still think she would be my favorite because she was a mermaid.
Okay,
I still
well,
think
that's
that
fair.
she
That's fair. You do
intrigued
love mermaids.
me. Yeah, she did intrigue me. Like mythological creatures are my life. Like I
Okay.
love mythological creatures. So like I think she would still be my fave. She just did happen to be a redhead.
Yeah. So which character are y'all most like and why?
I'm gonna go with Russell because I said it 2 seconds ago.
You're
It's
very
so
like
true.
Russell.
So true. I have no idea who I'm most like. Leave that with me, Sinead. You go.
My typical answer, which is Megara from Hercules.
So true. So true.
Sarcastic.
you could be
a bit of a
Heimlich.
dick.
Do you know what? I'm not even insulted because I've never related to him more in my life in these past 5 minutes.
That's why I said it.
Oh dear. Are you going with Heimlich? Are you
I'm
sticking with
gonna go,
Heimlich?
yeah, I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna stick with Heimlich.
Literally.
Fair. Next up is, do you prefer Pixar or traditional animation? I don't really care. I
Yeah.
like Disney Pixar animation. I hate DreamWorks animation.
Yeah,
I hate it. And
I
I can tell you a lot of animation styles that I can't stand, but
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't really mind as long as it's new aged animation, which is really picky, but I really can't stand old style animation. I just don't like watching it. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite as long as it's somewhat new aged and or 3D generated.
Okay.
I'm not fussy.
Yeah, I'm not fussy either.
I hate DreamWorks animation, and I really hate that animation style that like the Polar Express is done in. I hate that.
Oh yeah, I don't like that either.
Hate it.
I don't like to watch it. It feels weird.
Yeah.
They look too real, but not.
No, but they don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
creepy. It's like, you know, the
Trying
Jim
too hard.
Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, what moment would you like to experience yourself? So what moment from a movie would you also like to experience?
Well, the obvious answer is lanterns.
I thought you were going to say the Snuggly Duckling.
Only that could be a gas time. Yeah, no, that lantern scene from Rapunzel. Just because I know that Rapunzel was born in summer and early summer, and I was also born in early summer, so it's
Here you go. I am Rapunzel.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, dear. I'm gonna go with a really weird one, and again, it's because I've watched the movie recently. But like Mama Odie's whole like song in Princess and the Frog, that whole bizarre thing in the bayou, I'm gonna go with that.
What part?
You know Mama Odie's song when they're like out in her like little shack in the bayou, and she's like doing her whole spell, and there's like a whole song going on about digging deeper, and there's like flamencos and her little pet snake.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Yes.
Or the bit with all the fireflies when they're going down the bayou
Yeah.
with Ray. It's cute. And the little old granny doesn't have her butt on.
Yeah. Yeah. God, that movie's great.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
What's a moment you'd like to experience?
I would like a teen beach moment and get sucked into an entire movie.
Oh, brilliant. And I feel like particularly Teen Beach Movie, I think you would do quite well.
Thank you. I completely agree. Just leave me there. I wouldn't be fine to get out. Excuse me. Yeah, 100%. That's what I would do.
Totally. Amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Next up is the next one's real cringe. I might skip it. How has Disney made an impact on your life? Vom. We have a podcast. We've all worked for Disney. I feel
It speaks for itself.
Self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. So I'm going to go with favorite ending.
Right.
Favorite ending. Oh, I don't know. For context, Kate ran off to the loo, so I'm just updating her. So we decided to skip question.
There was a bang and I had to check what it was.
Okay. Question 30 was, how has Disney made an impact on your life? Which is just a bit vom. And I mean, we have a Disney podcast. We go to the parks all the time. I think it's self-explanatory. So we're skipping to favorite ending.
Have you guys answered?
No, but I've just thought of mine. It's the very end of The Night Before Christmas when they're all like, Jax, okay, and he's and they're just also like happy to have it back and start planning for Halloween. Love it.
I quite like the end of Finding Nemo. I know you don't like Finding Nemo.
What is the end of Finding Nemo?
So the end of Finding Nemo is when Nemo comes back basically, and him and his dad are swimming through the reef, and he drops him off at school, but Marlin is like able to like make jokes with the dad, and he's realized that Nemo needs to be able to let go, and because I quite like Finding Nemo, and that I find that ending quite sweet.
I will say there's like a very specific point of Finding Nemo that I bloody love, which when everyone's like, Mr. Ray, and I just love it. What about you, Amy? You've had the longest time to think of this.
No, I honestly can't think. I don't know.
Ariel, Little Mermaid,
I know you would.
Hercules, 101
Tinkerbell.
Dalmatians, Lady and the Tramp.
No, but in all fairness, right? Like Disney is probably most known for its happily ever afters. Like it's all fairly self-explanatory. Like when Kate picked Finding Nemo and you said what happened, I was like everyone lived happily ever after. Like that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So it's hard just to pick one because I'm like, what was a really intriguing ending? And there isn't an intriguing ending in most Disney movies. It just is lovely.
The end of 101 Dalmatians is quite nice.
It is, isn't it? With the song, I do enjoy the song. Yeah, maybe I'll go with 101
Go
Dalmatians.
with that.
I think that's a good one because there's so much hardship in that movie. That the
It is
fact that they make it to the end, you're like, oh,
I can breathe.
I actually prefer the live action 101 Dalmatian ending
Oh,
because
okay.
Cruella did get arrested and they got a hefty lump sum in
Right.
damages. So they were able to
Yeah.
buy Hell Hall and they properly converted it into a Dalmatian plantation. And that's not the dream.
Dalmatian plantation.
I mean, that is Amy's goal in life. Let's call a
That's
spade a
not
spade.
the dream. I already said, because Adam well knows that we have to have at least 2, but I was like, if we're going to collect them and there's 3 puppies left, we can't leave one by itself. So he's very much prepared for having about 7.
Oh, fair. I think we're all in relationships where our boyfriends are well aware of the fact that many pets will be in the house. I say pets because I also plan to have a fair few cats. Okay, I
Do you
know
know-
you can't.
We're gonna find one, right? I'm on the mission. I'm on the case. Ed loves 101 Dalmatians so much, and he'd love a Dalmatian. And I'm like, oh, we would like every dog.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of like specific dogs that I would like. However, I feel like it would go against every bone in me to buy a dog and not adopt a dog, and
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
very rare for you to be able to adopt any form of a purebred dog. So I'm just all
I have a newfound respect for Ed, not gonna lie.
there you go.
Okay.
No, but but Adam is the same because he's like, adopt, not buy, blah blah. And I'm like, listen, I'm getting a
See.
Dalmatian in my life. We don't have to limit it to just one breed in the house.
Oh
You
yeah.
can adopt as many as you like.
Yeah, that's
These
fair.
are my dogs and those are yours. Do we want to answer some of the parks ones? Okay, so we're gonna speed through like 5 parks ones. So the first one is favorite ride, and this can be at any park. We won't specify it, but favorite
Tower of
ride.
Terror. Tower of Terror,
Fair.
one and only. No option there. Soz.
Peter Pan
Fair.
5.
And then to be real on brand, because I'm currently wearing a Phantom Manor t-shirt, Phantom Manor / Haunted Mansion, that type of a ride. Spooky house rides. Spooky house rides. Next up is favorite show, and within show I'm going to include actual shows, parades, mini parades, fireworks, the lot.
Magic Happens Parade in Disneyland Resort.
Oh, very good. That's a very good choice. I'm going to go Boo to You.
Ooh, good one.
Boo to You and you.
I'm gonna
and
be
you, and you.
real
Happy
dull.
Halloween. Okay.
I'm gonna be real dull and just say the fireworks show. I think
Okay.
we didn't see Dreams. We saw
Illumination.
Illumination.
Believe me, if you'd seen Dreams, you would have, because Dreams is narrated by Peter and Wendy.
Yeah, you would have
So-
remembered.
No, I know, and I do, and I understand that, but I've only been to DLP
Yeah.
once.
Yeah,
So
no, that's fair. It's fair.
like that first night in
Yeah.
front of the castle with the fireworks, like, something.
I don't think anybody ever kind of forgets the first time that they saw
Yeah.
Disney fireworks in person. So, absolutely. Next up is favorite restaurant.
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah. What's yours, Sinead?
Mine is probably. Why can I not think of the name of it? Oh my god, why can I not think of the name of it? The Mexican?
Fuente del Oro.
Fuente del Oro. I love Fuente del Oro. I've never had a bad meal out of Fuente del Oro.
That's a good one. I'm going to be super bougie and go the California Grill because that was damn near the best meal I've had in my life, let alone in Disneyland Paris.
Actually, can I change my
Whoa.
answer?
Oh my god. I was like, what did I say?
Can I change my
Uh,
answer?
Yeah.
Plaza Garden scrambled egg.
Oh, excellent. Good choice.
Love it.
But it's annoying because like California Grill isn't somewhere I'd go 1 every Disney trip or 2 maybe probably ever again. But
Yeah,
it was
fair.
fantastic.
And it helps when you get to eat for free.
Hey.
What about you, Amy?
I don't know. What I will say is the golden, was it called Golden Forest Club? Was that what we had where we had the breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't, because I don't eat bacon, but the breakfast, they like caramelize their bacon and drilled every morning. Like the extra magic hours in the morning didn't get me up in the morning. It was bacon.
Good to know. Good to know for next time. Next is favorite snack or favorite food item.
Caramelized bacon.
There you There you go.
Excellent.
I'm gonna say churros. Love churros.
Yeah, I do love churros, but for the sake of diversity, I'm gonna go with the Mickey
Donuts?
Waffles that you get in Disneyland Paris.
Oh yes.
I'm not
For
gonna
the
lie,
sake of diversity.
I don't really remember the food we had.
We didn't focus a whole lot on food when we were there. We definitely did
No.
not get a lot of snacks. Not nearly as many as we should have.
The only snacks that I remember is buying the popcorn buckets for the show.
Oh God, do you remember when we left them there?
We had to remember the food.
We were so caught up in the moment.
We were.
But yeah, so I'm glad that you have said that because I don't remember any.
No, we definitely. I think we were very, because you kind of have to balance your time between doing stuff and eating stuff.
Yeah.
Especially in DLP because the queues get so long for everything. So we definitely didn't focus on getting a lot of food when we were there. But in my past few trips, I absolutely have. I love it. I love a snack.
Yeah. Because I vaguely remember we were quite savvy because we had breakfast included, so we were like stock up.
Yeah.
And we brought things like Velveeta bars, Nutri-Grain bars, blah blah, to snack on throughout.
Yeah.
And then I think when we were doing dinner, we were just like
Papianos, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing was,
no, we did our sandwich mostly.
yeah. See, the thing was with the trip with the three of us, we had different aims.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knew that Amy had never been, and we knew that there was like a certain amount of things that we wanted to hit. But when it comes to those like exuberant extra non-needed trips that we went on last year,
next time we'll get you loads of snacks.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes when I listen to the podcast or like other people talking and they're like talking about these dining experiences or try this, I'm like, I don't remember once really sitting there.
The only fancy-ish dinnery thing we did was Inventions when we had our glotinis.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
is a glotini a snack?
Oh, yeah.
Can we count a glotini as a snack?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
had the little star potatoes.
Yes.
I just remember eating a lot of dessert because I don't think they had a whole lot of veggie options, so I ate a lot of dessert.
Yeah,
I was just so caught up all the characters. Like Donald proposed. No wonder I don't remember the food.
He did. It was a time. And then lastly, favorite character to meet in the parks. So either a character you've met or a character you would love to meet, either or both.
One of my favorite character meet and greets was definitely Scrooge McDuck, and I would happily go and meet him again. I think he's a good all-rounder. That he's not, even though Donald Duck is great, it's not as a generic answer as Donald Duck, but he's still got enough personality as a duck that he's still a great meet.
Personality as a duck. I love it. Amy?
I'm torn between loving my meet and greet with Peter Pan because that was just the most
my God.
amazing things.
That was so funny.
The Donald Duck in our Interventions meal was also amazing. So those two were
excellent.
Fair. I'm gonna go with the first time I met Jack because I was so panicked.
Wow, I still remember it to this day, guys. It still makes my heart race.
And it was so great, and I got to spend so much time with him. It was great. So yeah, definitely. It's the best chat I've ever had with the Jack because like I've met Jack several times since, but that was definitely the best encounter I've had with Jack because he was feeling quite American that day. He wasn't quite so French.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like sometimes they are. But anyways, that's probably far more questions than anybody actually cared to listen to. But here we are. So,
yeah. If you made it this far, thanks.
Mazel tov.
Let us know if you made it this far.
Yeah. And if you want to answer any of those questions, send us your answers. Sure, why not?
Yeah, we'll put them somewhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're great for that.
Yeah. So thanks very much for listening, everybody. Don't forget, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please give us a rating and subscribe. Give us a 5-star rating because that would be great. Amy, have you gone and done that yet?
She hasn't.
We go do that now.
The wacky mermaid.
Whip out your phone there.
Right to it right in a second.
Yeah, thanks so much to Amy for coming on the show this week.
Oh, thanks for having me, you guys.
No problems.
So what else
Anytime
would you
again. Yeah, and if you guys want to follow us on Instagram if you haven't already, it's at Mickey Waffles Pod on Instagram. We upload pretty much every day. Wednesday is Mickey Waffles Wednesday, where we always do, at the moment, quizzes on our stories. And you're always welcome to send us a DM, or if you're doing anything Disney wise, feel free to tag us and we'll share you on our stories.
Yep. Absolutely. And as we said, next week we will have the lovely Sam on to talk about Orange Pass and all that. So if you have any questions with relation to that, please send them in, let us know. We will get Sam to answer them, or at least be able to give an educated guess if she doesn't quite know herself.
Absolutely. Okay, cool.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Not a visual medium, maybe.
Bye.
I was like, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.